Okay, so I'm making this video because I want to talk about a couple of different things. I got them written down here on this piece of paper, so I'm going to be reading them and talking to the camera at the same time. So, excuse me. So I want to talk about my method for finding stocks for me. So I've been learning that I think it's better to trade with stocks that are a little bit more expensive, like 80 cents to $1.70. That doesn't mean that I'm going to go outside of that, but I think you have a better shot at to making a better profit quickly and affordably. But anyway, for me. Um, and I'm looking for stocks with like pretty high volume. That way you're not stuck trying to get rid of stocks, because I've learned that you can't, if a stock isn't trading, you can't sell it unless it's being bought. So zero volume is not good, because I've seen some stocks out there and the volume just says zero. You're not going to be able to sell that stock. There's not a lot of people trading it. I look for stocks that have big increases or decreases between like 5 and 15%, over about a month, because that's about how long I'm looking to invest. About a month. I'm not looking to day trade. Maybe a couple of days if the profit is there, then I would take it. But about a month is what I'm looking to do. Any longer than that, I'd just look to get out. That's, just my thinking. And then, so what I do is I'll find a stock within those criteria, and then I'll compare a whole year, the last year, and I'll look for some consistency that month. I'll look for maybe January would be up, February would be down, March would be up, keep going. So I just look to see what the consistencies are. That way I know when to get in at a good price and then get out at a good price too. So basically, the cliche buy low, sell high, obviously. So then, not only that, but I think it's good to look at financials, look at how much debt a company has, check the operating revenue, look at the net income, and look at the retained earnings. I've been doing a lot of research and reading and just listening to people, and it seems that those are things that you need to look at in the financials. And companies that aren't sharing their financials, I wouldn't even buy stocks in those, obviously. So these are just a couple of things that I'm learning, and I think that's a good start to look for to find stocks. I also want to talk about a couple of mistakes that I made with GOVX. I shouldn't have bought that stock. Couple of reasons. The trend isn't really consistent. I noticed. When I bought this stock, I was just trying to get my feet wet and get in there, and that was a big mistake. So that's one thing I've learned. I lost a little bit of money, but I haven't sold it. I'm gonna wait a little while to see if I can get my money back. It wasn't a big loss, but it's a lesson learned, and I'm okay with that. I think that this was the reason that I've decided to look at more expensive stocks. That stock is only trading for about 5 cents, to under 5 cents, so I don't really think that that's a very reliable company. Even though the company did have some good news that they've done some partnering, and they're looking to do even more partnering. So, you can read about it. I'm not going to get into any of that. I'm just saying that I did learn a couple of things from buying that stock. I started looking at the financials of that company, and they just weren't good. I just noticed some negative numbers. You can look for yourself. So that was that. Also, I just wanted to talk about a couple of stocks that are good picks for me that doesn't mean that anybody should go and buy them just because I said that I think they're good for me. This is just a couple of stocks that I think that I'm going to keep my eye on. The first one is BTE Baytex. The reason that I'm keeping an eye on this stock is because the trend is pretty consistent for the last 6 months. It has good trading volume. It has an upcoming budget plan for production and growth in 2018. So I think that might be a good stock for me to buy. That doesn't mean that I'm saying anybody else go out and buy that stock. I'm just I'm just saying that might be a good stock for me to keep my eye on, and that's what I'm going to do. Same goes for this next one, ticker symbol GURE. I think it shows pretty good numbers. It's got positive net income, positive operating income, debt to income ratio is only 1 to 1, and it has pretty consistent chart if you just check it out. And that's about it. So thanks for watching.